I think it's very important for you to bridge the gap between the lightness and the darkness within you. I think when you bridge that gap, it will help you operate in this world optimally, and you will actually see results that you want. You'll actually live the life that you want. You'll be the person you really want to be, and it will be easier to just wake up and not feel so jaded or feel less than or feel overworked or feel this or feel, it's when you bridge the gap between it. One, you find a balance, and finding a balance, that's really the only one. Finding a balance is the best thing to have in this life, because you're going to see things the way you need to see it, act the way you need to act when it's time to act. And now, I'm not talking about matching energy, right? I'm talking about meeting situations where they need to be met at. In situations, people, things, whatever, where they need to be met at. Not matching energy. Matching energy is you cheat on me, I'm cheating back. That is matching energy. That is what I think is corny. Meeting somebody where they need to be met at, you cheat on me, I'm stepping out. I'm gone. You stepped out on me, I'm gonna step out on a relationship and I'm not coming back. Cause you already stepped out. So I'm meeting you where you need to be met at. You wanna be outside, go be outside. I'm gonna be over here with myself or outside. And I'm not talking to you no more. I'm not dealing with you no more. I think when people finally bridge the gap between that darkness and that lightness, it is going to be such a better way of living for you. You will not be so, I don't want to like, cause I don't want to say like crying over like stupid stuff, because your feelings are your feelings and they're very valid. But you'll be able to see that this is not worth me doing this. As far as like the cheating thing, it won't be worth the, oh, I'm cheating back. Oh, I'm about to cuss him out. I'm about to bleach the clothes, burn this, and do this, do that, do this, do that. None of that will be. None of that will be like even a thought in your mind to do. It's just be like, oh, you stepping out? Okay, well, bet I'm going over here because I bridged the gap between everything. So the sadness that I feel, I also can link that with the hope that I have within myself. Yes, I'm sad right now, but I still have hope that I'm going to find somebody who wants to be with me and who will appreciate me. Yes, I'm hurt right now, but I can match that hurt with my creativity, and I can just, if I'm an artist, I could create music from this, and I could create this, I could create that. If I'm feeling a whole bunch of rage from this, I can actually link that with my passion for hustling and getting some money, and I could just put that rage into my passion to go get some money, go get my bands up, because whatever, like whatever it is that you use to bridge the darkness and the lightness in yourself, you'll be able to go through situations and go through life in such a clear and spectacular way. It won't be so hard. It won't be so heavy. Life will not be so heavy. You will just go through life and just, all right, I'm here. I'm going through it. Oh, that happened. Okay, but now I know how to tap. All right, I gotta tap into this side, but I also gotta bring this side with me too. Like, oh, that happened. All right, bet. Let me tap into this side. And let me tap into this side too, so I can make sure it's a well balanced way I'm operating in every situation. You gotta find the way to bridge the lightness and the darkness within, and be able to meet situations where they need to be met at with what needs to be met with them. When it comes to yourself, when it comes to self-sabotaging, you gotta know like, oh, that's that inner shame. And I have to link that inner shame with the positive outlook I have, because I see a bigger future for myself. I see big things for myself, but I know that inner shame is going to come up because it's triggered right now, because I'm so used to, before I brought this balance here, I'm so used to jumping on this ship and just be like, nope, I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do this. I'm this, I'm that, I'm this. Just talking down to yourself, making it seem like you can't do what you really supposed to do in this world. So you really gotta, okay, the shame popped up, all right, but that inner knowing is still there. I know I'm destined for this. I know I'm destined for this. That shame, you still there. And I'm going to acknowledge you. And I'm going to actually accept you for who you are, because that's still a part of me. And I'm, like I said, bridging the light to the dark, it's all about acceptance, honestly. But I'm going to accept this shame right here. I'm going to accept that I am full of shame right now, because this is something I don't normally do. This is something I'm always normally going to backtrack on, and I'm not going to follow through with it. But this time I got to follow through it, because I got that inner knowing, and I know, and also I got that hope. You know, it's just like certain times, and then also the balance don't mean like, oh, I'm gonna grab the rage and then I'm gonna grab the hope. It might be I gotta grab the rage, grab the hope, and the passion. Or I might grab the passion, the rage, and the hostility, and then bring it together. It's not about one and one. It's about however it balances out for you. And when you find a balance within, it's all about what works for you. I said this on one of my TikToks. I said to find a balance between femininity and masculinity, it's all about finding what energy source is comfortable for you to be in and build yourself in that. Then tap into the other source and get comfortable operating through that. So when you got to tap into it, you can tap into it easily, because staying in your masculinity is not okay. Staying in your femininity is not okay. Staying in both and fluctuating through both easily is really what is okay. It's really what is supposed to happen. Like, it's not about a 50-50 or a 60-40 or a 90-10. It's about whatever works for you. But just make sure you're tapping into both. You cannot stay in one area and think that you're going to do great in life. You got to tap into everything, and especially within yourself. It'd be too many people, too many men online like, oh, I'm an alpha male, I'm a masculine man, da 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 da, woo woo woo, and don't lead nothing, don't have no type of logical thinking, no strategies, no rationale, nothing, because they're too deep into the masculine that is toxic masculinity. It's so many women, oh, I want the soft life, I want this, I want that, da 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 da, woo woo woo. But y'all are too deep into that femininity that y'all are manipulating situations in not even no, allowing yourself to be manipulated in situations because you want to be so soft. You allowing certain situations to happen because you're so dainty and so fragile and so this, so that. Looking at yourself like that, you're in a wounded feminine when you should be in the feminine, in that healthy way of the intuition, the creativity, the nurturing, but also being able to tap into that masculine side, that strategic, that action orientated side, and being able to make moves when you got to make moves. And for the men, is you too far into the masculinity, you too focused on trying to be a leader, you're not leading nothing. And you're truly not leading nothing if you're not tapping into the feminine, because the feminine is the source. I look at it like this: the feminine is the boss and the masculine is the worker. The boss is going to tell you what to do and the worker is going to get it done. And the boss is the boss because the boss has the vision. The boss sees it. That's the intuition. The masculinity, that's that action, that's that strategic thinking, that rationale. She's going, I say she because I'm just kind of still deconditioning myself with femininity, masculinity, but the femininity is going to tell you, is going to show you the vision. It's going to show you the way. But on your way there, that's when you tap into that masculinity and strategize and come up with the plans to get these things done. Like, balance is more than just a 50-50. Oh, I got an acorn in this hand, one acorn in this hand. That's not a true balance in yourself. Well, I mean, that's a true balance. Let me take that back. That is a real balance, 1 and 1, right? But within yourself, you're not just, oh, I'm 50% masculine, 50% feminine. No, you're not. You got to find what works for you. And to find what works for you, it's just like bridging that gap between the light and the dark. Bridge the gap between it. To find a true balance, you got to bridge the gap, because once you start bridging the gap, you'll start to see, oh, I operate better with my intuition, so I'm going to lean more into my femininity. Or I operate way better with my logic and then relying on my intuition just a little bit, but I'm more so a logical thinker that is going to think of a plan and act and think as I go, and think of strategies as I go. But before I act, I also thought about the strategy too. I sat down and really was thinking very rationally and very strategic, and now I got this shit going. Or you gonna be the one that's like, nah, I'm more so gotta feel it out. So let me sit, let me rest for some time. Let me get my things together inside, and let me really see where I'm gonna go with this. Let me see how I can get this going. You know, it's just the main reason I'm making this video is because it's just important to bridge the gap between the light and the darkness within you. And everything in life will happen the way it's supposed to happen for you, not to you. You got to stop letting life happen to you and let it happen for you. And matter of fact, not even let it happen for you. Make it happen for you. Meet every situation with what energy what side of you, whatever. Ooh, that was not sexy. Excuse me. But let whatever inside of you meet the situation the way it need to be met and make it work for you. Stop letting life happen to you. Make life happen for you.